Want to keep up with the latest LEGO Maker 96.1 videos? Make sure to subscribe and ring that bell. Hello everyone, LEGO Maker 96.1 here with another video. First of all, right off the bat, sorry if I'm not in my usual spot in downstairs. My folks are watching a game right now, so I'll be doing a video up here. But don't worry, this change isn't temporarily. It's going to be a one-day thing, and sooner or later things will be going back to normal. Okay? So we'll go about it from there. Well, if you know me and you know my channel, I love LEGO. I mean, who doesn't love LEGO? It's one of my favorite toys that's out there. For everything from the minifigs to the different franchises. Of course, when somebody thinks of LEGO, they think of multiple varieties. Now, for me, I was introduced to LEGO as a young teenager, and to this day, I still get them. Whether it's Marvel or DC, Star Wars or Disney or any other, LEGO will always be a part of my life, my childhood as it were. But with every LEGO set that's out there, there's also online building programs that you can get for your tablet or desktop or laptop or whatever, or that has to do with a computer. Now, since I started my YouTube career back in 2016, I used LEGO Digital Designer. Unfortunately, LEGO Digital Designer is no more. But I also tried out other things as well related to it. In fact, most recently, I tried out this new site called Mecabricks. Now, Mecabricks, for those who don't know, is this online free version of LEGO Digital Designer. Now, ever since I started my career on YouTube, I scanned through every bit of LEGO fan film that's out there. And some of it was actually done with 3D modeling. Now, mind you, I don't know how to model in 3D. I don't even know how to do Blender or any other things. It means I'm pretty much a novice and somewhat of a goofball, but hey, I'm learning, right? But with all that in mind, I'm going to show you my Mecabricks account on the site called Mecabricks. Now, if you haven't been to the site called Mecabricks, I'll pop a link in the description below, so that way you could check it out and check out the workshop and see the stuff that this site has to offer. And some of my YouTube videos was done by Mecabricks and LEGO Digital Designer, which is now defunct. And don't worry, this is not sponsored by Mecabricks. I'm simply doing this for fun. There's no money required. I'm not in it for the money. I'm not in it for anything. I'm doing this simply for fun. Okay? Now, with all that in mind, let's check out my Mecabricks account. And so here it is, guys, my Mecabricks account. Now, I started this in March of last year, and since then, I've been working on a few models myself. Now, just recently, a couple weeks back, I've posted mini kits of various LEGO games. Now, I've only played Star Wars and Batman, and I haven't played the Dimensions, Ninjago, The Force Unleashed, and I don't have the Advent Calendar. I think I have the Avengers game. I didn't do the speed runs. That's all you need to know. Now, all these models I did myself, and some of them were based on the actual comic book variations and video games and all that stuff. To start off, I start with Red Sun Superman, if you see right here. He was based on the comic books looks from way back in the day, in the mid 2000s. Now, mind you, I haven't read the Red Sun Superman comics, but I kind of get the gist of it. It's a what if world if Superman lands in the Soviet Union instead of Kansas in the United States, and he becomes a member of the Soviet Union fighting for Joseph Stalin. That's pretty much the gist. And this character I made myself, based on the decal, based off my work on DeviantArt. This is Jay Lion. He's a Jedi OC that I made myself for the Star Wars universe. And if you're following me on my DeviantArt page or my DeviantArt account, I am working on a fan fiction of Jay Lion, and it's in the process of, and it's still a work in progress. And now, mind you, the story that I'm working on is just for fan service. I'm not making any money off of it. I'm not affiliated with Disney or Lucasfilm. I'm doing this simply for fun. Now, for the arm, if you see right here, I modeled it after a separate Lego piece of an arm from somebody who made the arm printing for Anakin Skywalker. Now, how I made the figure, well, there were templates that you could download on here on this site, right? And you could pretty much do whatever you want on it. Now, you can make clone troopers, you can make Jedi, superhero, who's ninja, a samurai, anything. You have a vivid imagination, as it were. Now, I really love how my model turned out. I matched it just like it did in the movies. Now, I plan to, not the movies, my fan fiction. Now, I plan to do more for the model somewhere down the line. Plan to give him a full timeline, I mean, from his birth to all the way to his death. Like how I did with Lego Digital Designer. That's pretty much it. Now, being that I'm a Civil War nerd, a fan of history as it were, I've done a lot of Civil War related stuff. Now, this one I did is my favorite Civil War hero, Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain of the 20th Maine. And now you may notice the buttons on the torso are close together. I plan to fix that somewhere down the line. But to be honest, I love how the figure turned out. I matched him just like he did during the Civil War and my favorite Civil War movie, Gettysburg, from 1993. And the model you see right here at the bottom, the encampment, I modeled it after the 118th Pennsylvania Infantry encampment. Yeah, there's a pretty big map. I've also done outfits of various wars and franchises. Now, this one I did is of my favorite anime, Bleach. Yes, it's right up there with my favorite anime, Naruto. I'm an anime fan, what can I say? And those who are a fan of The Bad Batch, you may remember this particular outfit. This is the decal of the clone prisoner on Tantus base. Now, how I made the outfit, I used Photoshop. I found some decals online, and I used Photoshop to match the printing on the torso and the legs and the arms, and I love how it turned out. Let's go with there. Now, those of you who follow the Star Wars canon timeline, you know this particular character. But this is Grand Admiral Ray Sloane. Now, Ray Sloane appeared in the Star Wars canon timeline, and when Disney, bought the rights to Lucasfilm. Now, despite what you guys think on what Disney is doing to Star Wars, some of the stuff they do is really good. I mean, hell, they gave us the Bad Batch TV series. They gave us Endor and many others. But whatever you have, just keep them to yourself. Now, when Lego did a set where Thrawn appeared, they did a new version of Thrawn. They did the torso, but with two code cylinders on either side of him. Now, what I did for Rey Sloan, I plan to do it for Thrawn somewhere down the line, and I photoshopped a female. I photoshopped Tala Durth's template, and I gave it the Thrawn touch. I added 4 code cylinders on either side. Now I use Photoshop, and I even fixed the Imperial rank badge on his on the torso. And I know Thrawn is a great minifigure, but you could have at least give him dual molded legs, black for the boots. But what we got is what we got, and I can't complain. There's Cal Skirata. Now, how I made Cal Skirata is I used Photoshop, and I used the templates for the Mandalorian helmet, and I tried to match it the size for the arms and the legs, the waist, and the torso. And I matched it like in the Star Wars Legends books. Now, I haven't read any at all Star Wars Legends. I did read a few, but not the whole shebang, as it were. So we'll go about it from there. Now, you've probably seen this before from Genty Tebanowski's Star Wars Clone Wars series. This is the Battle of Mutalisk armor worn by Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, I do have an Instagram account, and I saw an image where somebody made a really good custom minifigure of Obi-Wan Kenobi and his armor he wore during the Battle of Mutalisk. Now, if Lego does make a Battle of Mutalisk set, they ought to include this. Now, you probably noticed the legs and things a little off. I tried to match it as best I could, but to be honest, I love the result of it though. And as for the arms, I used Captain Rex's arms. I got rid of the markings on it, and now it's just basically a standard clone trooper arm without the markings. And speaking of uniforms, since we're still on the I forgot to mention this for the Civil War, I also did soldiers and officers uniforms. I plan to do generals somewhere down the line, but I'll cross each bridge as I get to it. Now for the soldiers, I did the standard coats, the Zouap, the 14th Brooklyn Sachirs, the Marines, the Cavalry, the Artillery, and the Verdant Sharpshooters, including the Foundation garments. Now these were the Foundation garments were pretty much your everyday clothes soldiers wore during the Civil War. Comes with a muslin shirt, braces, or to what we call today suspenders, trousers to what we call today pants, and either leather brogans or shoes, as they're called here in the US, or boots. Now all the way in the back, if you clearly see right here, those are the Verdant Sharpshooters. First and second United States, to be more precise. There are these elite soldiers for the United States, well known for their breech-loading weapons. Now, this one, I'm still working on the character. This is Jason Lyon. And now, Jason is a mutated clone of Jay Lyon, and I drew inspiration from Wolverine from the X-Men. Now, if you look at the number 47-0108, that marked the first appearance of Wolverine when he appeared in the Incredible Hulk novel. A comic book, as it were. Yeah, you didn't know that, did you? I know my thing or two about comics. And remember what I told... And I know I talked about sharpshooters, but there's one uniform that I did. And this is the uniform of the 95th Rifles. Now, they were an elite British rifleman unit that was made famous throughout the Napoleonic Wars, including the TV series and book series called Sharp. Now, in case all of you are wondering, yes, I do watch Sharp. It's a really good series. Highly recommend you check it out. Now, I tried to do the Shaco as best I could. I know it's not great, but to be honest, what we got is what we got. I can't complain. Now, when I finished on the uniform, somebody made a soldier of the 95th. This was done by this man, and highlighted here. Now, I still have the arms, the legs, and the torso and the Shaco. What I did, I transferred some of the stuff over to the soldier, and it turned out great. And I do applaud the guy for making the haversack, making the knapsack, and the Baker rifle, which this guy did himself. It looked outstanding. I really love how that figure turned out. And to all my friends in the South in the Civil War, yes, I did make Confederate Army soldier outfits. I will make officers. It's just I have to make room for it though. And you're probably wondering, they're all in gray. Yes, you can customize the torso, in the hat, or put anything you want on the templates. Oh, if you're gonna use my outfits for Mecabricks, please give credit. I worked really hard on them. Now, this one you probably saw on DeviantArt. This is my movie theater. Now, I've been working on this I've worked on it and for the past couple of months now, and I really love how it turned out. Just give it a second to load here. Now, I know Lego did an official movie theater, but this is my take on a movie theater. And yes, if you do, I do have a DeviantArt account. You probably see the work in progress of the movie theater, which I did myself. Now, you may notice along here, these are the posters that I made myself. And yes, in case all of you are wondering, I made them using AI. I dab in little AI. And I'll show you some of the posters which I posted on my DeviantArt page. And yes, I tried to get more movie posters, but ran out of space. Now, this is the one that I'm currently working on for my fanfiction. Pretty cool, huh? And this one that I did a couple months back. Mistaken Identity. Now, what I'm going to do in regards to my fanfiction of that, I plan to redo it. I plan to fix it, because when I read it, it was kind of out of place, and some of it didn't make sense, but to be honest, what we got is what we got. And yes, it is a pretty big model. And there's the concession stand you see there. And if you look in the back, these are the theaters. Everything is at the bottom. Now, you may notice the gray areas you see here. Those are for the workers for the projections. And there is the movie theater. Now, there is the theater. I try to match the seats as best I could, but to be honest, I love the end results. And there's the bathrooms. Ones, and yes, I do have the one for the boys and the girls. I was gonna put in a unisex bathroom, but again, ran out of space. There's the red door for the fire exit. Common areas here. And this right here, this is for the information, and it's a digital one, of course. And there's the information board, the concession stands for the way you get your snacks. There's the ticket booth. Now, you probably noticed the doors here. Sorry, the doors are not the best, but I did what I could on the doors. I'm not a professional Lego builder. I just did it simply for fun. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is all the models I made for Mecabricks. And now I'm doing Mecabricks for fun and for entertainment purposes only. When I started my YouTube career, most of my videos I did was through a Lego Digital Designer. Rest in peace, Lego Digital Designer. You'll always be my favorite. And I also did one Lego building program that I used, but I got tired of it and got rid of it. So now I'm using Mecabricks. It's a really good site. If you haven't checked this site out, go check it out. It's really good. And it's free. You can sign up for free. Though some stuff you do have to pay for it in case you're going to do some modeling and rendering. And this is the stuff you have to pay for it. This one is free, but the rest you have to pay for it for rendering and stuff. If you're going to do some Lego 3D modeling, as it were. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And that concludes this video. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like this, including the many other videos that I've done on my channel, please feel free to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to my channel, and turn on the bell notifications so that way you can be notified when I upload the next video. And as always, this is Lego Mega 96-1, signing off.